Welcome to our channel, your ultimate destination for heartfelt and gripping stories from WWE. In today's video, we'll be talking about the heartbreaking losses of legendary wrestlers who left us far too soon. We'll delve into the causes of their untimely passings, from health complications to shocking and tragic events, and how these losses impacted fans and the WWE Universe. But that's not all. We also have some very sad news about Jimmy Uso. Stay tuned till the end, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Jack Tunney, born on January 21st, 1935, was a towering figure in the world of professional wrestling, best known for his influential role in the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, during the 1980s and early 1990s. As the on-screen president of the WWF during its iconic golden era, Tunney became a household name among wrestling fans, particularly during the meteoric rise of Hulkamania. His calm yet authoritative presence lent credibility and structure to many of the WWF's most memorable storylines. Beyond his television persona, Tunney played a vital role behind the scenes as a promoter and business strategist. A proud Canadian, he helped solidify the WWF's presence in Canada and was instrumental in expanding the promotion's reach into international markets. His deep-rooted ties to the wrestling world, including his family's legacy in the business, allowed him to bridge the gap between regional promotions and the WWF's vision for a global empire. Throughout his tenure, Tunney was often portrayed as the voice of reason amid chaos. Whether announcing blockbuster matches, enforcing suspensions, or settling heated rivalries, he was regularly thrust into storylines that required a steady hand and an air of impartial authority. His presence added a sense of realism and order during an era that thrived on spectacle and drama. After stepping away from the WWF in the mid-1990s, Tunney largely retreated from the public eye. Though his departure from the company was quiet and marked by some internal tensions, his contributions to the wrestling industry continued to be respected by peers and fans alike. Jack Tunney passed away at the age of 69 due to a heart attack. His death marked the end of an era for many fans who had grown up watching him preside over the most electrifying moments in professional wrestling history. Though he's no longer with us, Tunney's legacy endures through the lasting impact he had on the sport, the characters he helped shape, and the stories he brought to life during wrestling's most beloved era. Jimmy Del Rey, born David Everett Ferrier on November 30th, 1962, was an American professional wrestler best known by his flamboyant ring persona, Gigolo Jimmy Del Rey. With a flashy in-ring style and a magnetic presence, Del Rey became widely recognized in the 1990s as one half of the tag team, the Heavenly Bodies, where he teamed with veteran wrestler Tom Pritchard under the management of legendary wrestling promoter Jim Cornette. Their team left a lasting impression on fans in the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, and other promotions with their old-school Southern tag team, psychology, and charisma. Del Rey began his wrestling journey in 1985 after training under the Mighty Yankee. He initially debuted under the name Jimmy Richland, a name that many mistakenly assumed to be his real one. As he developed his craft, Del Rey performed under several aliases, including Jomo Kenya during his stint with Championship Wrestling from Florida in the late 1980s. He later adopted the ring name Jimmy Backlund and formed a tag team with Brett Sawyer known as the Playboys. Together, they won the FCW Tag Team Championship on July 1st, 1989, and held it until August 22nd, when they lost to the Nasty Boys. From 1989 to 1991, Del Rey expanded his career internationally, competing in Japan's hardcore-style promotion, Frontier Martial Arts Wrestling, FMW, where he gained experience and refined his high-flying techniques. He also spent time in WCW Wrestling International New Generations, where his reputation as a dynamic performer continued to grow. His WWF debut came on November 22, 1991, under his earlier ring name, Jimmy Richland, in a match against Skinner at a house show. Tragically, Jimmy Del Rey passed away at the age of 52. He died from a heart attack after being involved in a car accident in Tampa, Florida. His untimely death shocked the wrestling community, as fans and peers remembered him for his passion, showmanship, and contribution to the golden era of tag team wrestling. Mitsuharu Misawa, born on June 18, 1962, in Yamaguchi, Japan, was a legendary figure in the world of Japanese professional wrestling, known as Puroresu. His career began in 1981 when he joined All Japan Pro Wrestling, AJPW. Misawa quickly rose through the ranks thanks to his exceptional technical skills, agility, and ability to tell compelling stories through his matches. Fans admired his calm demeanor outside the ring and his fierce intensity inside it. During the 1990s, Misawa became one of the most important wrestlers in AJPW, delivering unforgettable matches against top rivals like Kenta Kobashi, Toshiaki Kawada, and Jun Akiyama. His performances helped define the golden era of Japanese wrestling. Misawa captured the AJPW Triple Crown Heavyweight Championship 5 times and became known for his devastating finishing moves, including the Emerald Frocion and the Tiger Driver. His innovative style and fearless approach earned him international respect and acclaim. In 2000, after creative differences with AJPW management, Misawa left the promotion and founded Pro Wrestling Noah. Under his leadership, Noah quickly grew into a powerful wrestling organization and provided a platform for a new generation of talent. Misawa continued to wrestle while also serving as company president, proving his deep commitment to the business and its future. Tragically, during a tag team match in Hiroshima, Misawa suffered a severe spinal cord injury after taking a belly-to-back suplex. The move caused a cervical spinal cord injury that led to cardiac arrest in the ring. Despite immediate medical attention, he was pronounced dead shortly after. He was just 46 years old. Misawa's death shocked the wrestling world and highlighted the physical risks involved in the sport. He is remembered not only for his in-ring brilliance, but also for his contributions to wrestling's growth in Japan. His influence lives on through the wrestlers he inspired and the legacy he left behind. Mitsuharu Misawa remains a true icon, whose passion and dedication continue to shape professional wrestling to this day. Lord Alfred Hayes, born on December 8, 1928, was a British professional wrestler, commentator, and promoter whose career spanned several decades. He became widely known for his contributions to both the British and American wrestling scenes. Hayes passed away at the age of 76. His death was attributed to complications following a series of strokes he had suffered in the years prior. Hayes began his wrestling career in the early 1950s, initially establishing himself in the United Kingdom before expanding his reach to the United States. Known for his refined style and technical ability in the ring, he gained recognition not only as a skilled performer, but also as a charismatic personality. His articulate and dignified presence set him apart from many of his contemporaries. During the 1980s, Hayes became a familiar face to fans of the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, now WWE, where he worked as a commentator and interviewer. His distinctive British accent and eloquent delivery brought a unique voice to wrestling broadcasts, and he played a significant role in enhancing the entertainment value of televised wrestling events. Outside of his on-screen presence, Hayes also worked behind the scenes as a promoter and agent. He played a role in guiding the careers of younger wrestlers and contributed to the overall development of the wrestling industry, particularly in the UK. Though often associated with the British Bulldogs, It is important to clarify that Hayes was not a member of the in-ring tag team, but rather served as a manager and supporter of British talent. Even after retiring from active performance, Hayes remained connected to wrestling, offering mentorship and sharing his insights. His legacy continues through his influence on both the presentation and growth of professional wrestling across generations. Harold Fitzgerald Hogue, better known to wrestling fans as Ice Train and later as M.I. Smooth, has sadly passed away at the age of 58. Born on November 13, 1965, Hogue made a memorable impact in the world of professional wrestling, particularly through his work with World Championship Wrestling, WCW, during the 1990s. Hogue's professional wrestling journey began in earnest when he made his WCW debut on July 7, 1993, under the ring name Ice Train. He quickly caught the attention of fans with his imposing build and athleticism, winning a handicap match during his debut on WCW Worldwide. His first major pay-per-view appearance came at the inaugural Fall Brawl, where he secured a win against Shanghai Pierce, setting the stage for what would become a notable wrestling career. During his time in WCW, Ice Train aligned with fellow wrestlers the Shockmaster and Charlie Norris, and the trio achieved notable victories, most memorably a high-profile win over Harlem Heat and the Equalizer at Halloween Havoc. However, Hogue's initial winning streak came to an end following a loss to Ron Simmons at Clash of the Champions on January 27, 1994. Despite this loss, Ice Train remained a formidable presence in the ring, returning in later years under the persona of M.I. Smooth and continuing to entertain fans with his charisma and strength. After his WCW career concluded, Hogue continued wrestling on the independent circuit, further cementing his reputation as a dedicated performer. Tragically, Harold Hogue's life was cut short due to a heart attack, a condition that has affected many in the wrestling community. His passing is a reminder of the physical toll professional wrestling can take, even years after retirement. Fans and peers alike remember Ice Train for his powerful presence, genuine passion for the sport, and unforgettable contributions to the world of wrestling. While his journey has ended, the legacy he leaves behind continues to inspire. Shad Gaspar, born January 13, 1981 in Brooklyn, New York, was more than just a pro wrestler. He was a real-life hero. Most fans remember him from his time in WWE, especially as one half of the tag team Crime Time with his partner JTG. But Shad's story goes far beyond the ring. He had a huge personality, serious athletic skills, and a heart of gold. Growing up in a diverse Brooklyn neighborhood, Shad was into all kinds of combat sports, boxing, MMA, you name it. That passion eventually led him to professional wrestling. After training in WWE's developmental system in the early 2000s, he made his mark as part of Crime Time. Their street-smart style, humor, and charisma made them fan favorites fast. Shad's energy and presence helped make the team a staple on WWE shows. After his WWE days, Shad kept wrestling on the indie scene and also got into acting and writing. He landed roles in movies like Think Like a Man 2, Get Hard, and Brothers, and even co-wrote a graphic novel called Assassin and Son. He was always pushing himself creatively, proving he could do way more than just wrestle. But what really cemented his legacy happened outside of fame and cameras. On May 17, 2020, Shad was spending time at Venice Beach with his 10-year-old son when they got caught in a powerful riptide. When lifeguards arrived, Shad told them to save his son first. That decision, putting his child's life above his own, cost him his life. He was pulled under by the current and drowned. His body was found a few days later. He was just 39 years old. Shad Gaspar is remembered not just for what he did in the ring or on screen, but for the love and bravery he showed in his final moments. He died a hero, and his story continues to inspire people everywhere. He was a wrestler, an actor, a father, but above all, a man who gave everything for someone he loved. Jonathan Solofafatu, widely known as Jimmy Uso, has established himself as one of WWE's most formidable tag team competitors. As one half of the Usos, alongside his twin brother Jey Uso, Jimmy has captured the hearts of fans around the world with his impressive high-flying moves, hard-hitting offense, and unmatched charisma. His chemistry with Jey Uso has solidified their place in the tag team division, and their performances continue to inspire a new generation of fans. However, Jimmy Uso's career has not been without its challenges. Behind the curtain, his journey has been marked by multiple injuries that have threatened to derail his career. These injuries have tested his resilience and determination to keep performing at the highest level. Furthermore, like many WWE superstars, Jimmy's health has been the subject of numerous rumors, some exaggerated and others entirely false. In this article, we will take a deep dive into Jimmy Uso's injury history, how he has overcome numerous physical challenges, and clarify misconceptions about his health. Additionally, we'll explore his recent fights and the current state of his career, shedding light on his ongoing commitment to WWE and his fans. Jimmy Uso's injury history. Overcoming physical setbacks. Jimmy Uso's career has been marred by several injuries, each of which has required careful management, rehab, and significant time away from the ring. However, through his determination and work ethic, he has consistently fought his way back, proving that his passion for wrestling is unshakable. 1. Knee injury and ACL surgery, 2020. One of the most significant and debilitating injuries in Jimmy Uso's career occurred in early 2020 during the high-stakes ladder match at WrestleMania 36 for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. In this intense match, which involved high-flying and physical maneuvers, Jimmy suffered a devastating knee injury. After extensive medical evaluation, it was revealed that he had torn his anterior cruciate ligament, ACL, a notoriously difficult injury for athletes. An ACL tear requires surgery, followed by a lengthy rehabilitation process. Jimmy underwent surgery in May 2020, which sidelined him for almost a full year. Typically, ACL injuries take around 6 to 9 months to recover from, but due to the nature of professional wrestling and the constant toll on the body, his recovery period was prolonged. Fans eagerly awaited his return, speculating about when he would be able to compete again. Finally, in May 2021, Jimmy Uso made his highly anticipated return to WWE, aligning with Roman Reigns and the Bloodline in a shocking twist. This marked his successful comeback, and it was clear that his recovery had been a complete success. Not only did he return to the ring, but he did so at the top of his game, showing that the ACL injury had not affected his abilities. Second shoulder and rib injuries, 2015 to 2016. In addition to the ACL injury, Jimmy Uso has dealt with several other setbacks over the years. One of the first notable injuries came in 2015 when he suffered a shoulder injury during a match. Although it wasn't as serious as his knee injury, the shoulder issue required Jimmy to take several months off to recover. This injury had a significant impact on his ability to perform his trademark moves, which rely heavily on upper body strength. The following year, in early 2016, Jimmy also suffered rib injuries following a brutal match on SmackDown. Though the rib injuries were not severe enough to force him out of action for an extended period, they still affected his performance. Despite the pain, Jimmy continued to compete, showing his toughness and dedication to the business. Third, concussion scare. 2019. Concussions are one of the most alarming and dangerous injuries in professional wrestling due to their long-term effects on the brain. Jimmy Uso was not immune to these risks, and in 2019, he suffered a concussion scare during a live event match. Though the concussion was not career-threatening, it raised serious concerns about his health and future in the ring. WWE's commitment to its superstars' health was clearly evident during this time. Following the scare, Jimmy was given a comprehensive medical evaluation to ensure that he was fit to return to the ring. The concussion scare was ultimately short-lived, as Jimmy was cleared to compete again after a brief period of rest. This incident highlighted WWE's strict concussion protocols and their dedication to ensuring that their superstars are physically prepared for the demands of wrestling. Fourth, hand and wrist injuries. Over the years, Jimmy Uso has also dealt with several minor hand and wrist injuries that have impacted his ability to execute specific moves. While these injuries were not as widely publicized as his major injuries like the ACL tear, they still affected his performance. However, as with all challenges Jimmy has faced, he adapted his style to work through these setbacks. His ability to adjust to physical limitations without losing his signature style is a testament to his skill and professionalism as a wrestler. Dispelling the myths, rumors about Jimmy Uso's health. As one of WWE's top stars, Jimmy Uso has often been the subject of rumors about his health. Many of these rumors have been exaggerated or entirely false, with some reports suggesting that his career was in jeopardy. Let's address and dispel some of the most common myths surrounding Jimmy Uso's health. First, rumor: Jimmy Uso's career was in jeopardy. After Jimmy's ACL injury in 2020, many fans and media outlets speculated that his career could be in jeopardy. Some reports even suggested that the severity of the injury might prevent him from ever competing in WWE again. However, these claims were quickly proven to be unfounded. Jimmy Uso made a full recovery and returned to WWE in May 2021. He was not only able to compete again, but he also did so with remarkable strength, dispelling any doubts about his long-term viability in the ring. His return marked a triumphant moment for both him and his fans, showcasing that his passion for the business was stronger than ever. Second rumor: Jimmy Uso suffered a career-ending concussion. Another widespread rumor in 2019 suggested that Jimmy Uso's concussion was career-ending. While concussions are undoubtedly serious, the notion that Jimmy's career was over was proven to be false. Following WWE's strict concussion protocols, Jimmy was cleared to return to action after being medically evaluated. This rumor was nothing more than a scare tactic, as Jimmy's performances post-concussion have shown no signs of decline. If anything, the way Jimmy handled this situation only increased his reputation as one of the toughest superstars in WWE. 3. Rumor: Jimmy Uso has chronic health issues preventing him from wrestling. There have been baseless rumors circulating for years that Jimmy Uso has chronic health issues that could prevent him from continuing to wrestle. However, there is no credible evidence to support these claims. Jimmy has consistently demonstrated that he is physically capable of competing at the highest level. While injuries are a natural part of any wrestler's career, there is no indication that Jimmy suffers from any ongoing health issues that would prevent him from competing. His return from injuries and consistent high-level performances speak volumes about his resilience and physical conditioning. Fourth rumor: Jimmy Uso's injuries have weakened his performance. Another criticism often levied at Jimmy is that his injuries have led to a decline in his in-ring performance. However, this has been proven false time and time again. Jimmy's performances, particularly following his return from his ACL surgery, have remained exceptional. His tag team chemistry with Jey Uso is as strong as ever, and their matches continue to be some of the most exciting and athletic bouts in WWE. Far from weakening his performance, Jimmy's ability to recover from injury and still perform at a top-tier level is a testament to his hard work and dedication to the sport. Recent fights and health status. In recent months, Jimmy Uso has continued to compete in high-profile matches, further cementing his status as one of WWE's top superstars. Alongside his brother Jey Uso, Jimmy has been part of the Bloodline, a faction that has dominated WWE's SmackDown brand, with Roman Reigns at its center. In a shocking twist, Jimmy and Jey Uso were involved in a series of matches with Roman Reigns and other WWE superstars. This storyline has kept fans on the edge of their seats, and Jimmy has proven time and time again that his injuries have not slowed him down. His performances in these matches, including a series of heated battles for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships, have been high-impact and emotionally charged. While Jimmy has faced several physical challenges, he continues to prove that he is in top form. His commitment to staying in shape and his drive to perform at the highest level have been key factors in his ability to overcome injuries and continue delivering outstanding matches. The future of Jimmy Uso in WWE. Despite facing numerous injuries throughout his career, Jimmy Uso remains one of WWE's most resilient superstars. Whether as part of the Usos, the Bloodline, or even as a potential solo competitor, his passion for wrestling and his work ethic have kept him at the top of the industry. Looking ahead, it's likely that Jimmy will face more physical challenges, as is the case with most professional wrestlers. However, if history has shown us anything, it's that Jimmy Uso will rise above any obstacle and continue to provide WWE fans with unforgettable moments. His future in WWE is bright, and fans can expect to see more electrifying performances from this incredible superstar. Conclusion: a legacy of resilience. Jimmy Uso's career has been defined by both incredible triumphs and significant setbacks. From his ACL injury to concussions and other physical challenges, Jimmy's journey has not been easy. However, his unwavering determination, resilience, and passion for professional wrestling have allowed him to overcome these obstacles and continue to perform at the highest level. While rumors about his health will always circulate, the facts are clear. Jimmy Uso is a fighter, and his legacy in WWE continues to grow. As he continues to battle through injuries and overcome the challenges of being a top-tier superstar, fans can expect to see more thrilling moments from one of WWE's most resilient and beloved competitors.